So romantic love, as we understand it anyway, is defined as extremes of concentration upon a person that you fancy. Love of your children is concentrating and caring for them. Love of your spouse is the same. Love of your church, love of Jesus, whatever. It's all heightened concentration. So when you turn within and you begin to concentrate on the subconscious mind, you discover a deeper identity in there. That identity is different to the waking state ego personality. It's different to the boasting, noisy, frightened ego. In there, there's a deep sense of spirituality. In the subconscious mind, there's a deep sense of self, a deep sense of your true spiritual identity. Turning within through meditation is the act of concentrating upon that. So therefore, it becomes an act of loving yourself. Now, this is not a narcissistic love. It's not a love where you're just so full of your wonderful qualities that you make everybody throw up. It's just watching, looking, learning, desiring to improve, desiring to raise your energy, desiring to go through that transactional process where you discover the nature of and the language of the soul. And of course, the soul is the personality. It is the mind. So looking within, you discover who you are. And by concentrating upon your inner self, you enhance that process where you embrace the true spiritual being. It's your sacred way of honoring the God force by concentrating upon yourself. You can experience the sense of magic, that excitement that comes from traversing two worlds, the world of external reality and the inner world with all its magic and its information and its awesome power. And certainly that for me has always been the motivating force in this meditation discipline, is accessing and looking into those inner worlds, because if that wasn't there, I don't know that I'd really meditate. I mean, yeah, I fancy the stress reduction, and I certainly would like my physiological being to, to be stronger and so on. And I'd like to rest and release, but in the end, it's this idea of moving through the subconscious mind into other dimensions of mind that are not normally available to us that excites me. And of course, the more you meditate, the more those inner doors begin to open. In the end, this journey we call life, this sacred journey, this magnificent journey, is the journey from ego to spirit. There really isn't anything else happening. As you journey away from beta and 14 cycles per second of the waking state, you enter into the sacred dimension of the lower brain speeds. You don't necessarily at this time have to like what you are, and you don't necessarily have to be perfect. The incredible beauty of this journey is that perfection isn't actually what we're seeking. What we're seeking is reconciliation. Now that may sound odd, but reconciliation is where you can look in the mirror and say, this character, slightly less than perfect of course, this character is okay. That is reconciliation. That is where you embrace the God force within you, where you finally come to accept yourself. Remember that as you enter serenity, you change yourself. You exist as an inner being. In a way, I feel that we're a holographic image inside a planetary soul to which all humanity belongs, so that by changing yourself, you change the evolution of the world.